How you doing? So this is why Kate Bishop lost the 7-star vote. For those who are not aware, Kate Bishop could have been a 7-star, but the community voted and she lost. And I'm gonna give you guys the gameplay, a realistic gameplay why she lost. And I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time, this is not MSD gameplay. Okay, I'm just giving you guys a realistic gameplay. And I know already there's gonna be a lot of Kate Bishop simps and Kate Bishop Glazers out there. They're gonna be like, "Man, you suck at this game." You know, they've been, you know, whatever, been influenced by social media, thinking that everybody's MSD or something. I don't know, but you know what? This is not MSD gameplay. This is realistic. And the funny thing is, the people that are gonna be upset about this video are the same people that are like upset about, you know, adapt difficulty, the new event quest being too difficult. Like, you know who tests that? That's MSD tests that, okay? And you're complaining that it's too difficult, and you have somebody that's MSD who's testing those game modes. So it's really ironic, by the way. So let's look at some gameplay. So let's look at some gameplay from Kate Bishop. Again, I just want to give you guys a realistic gameplay. Uh, why she did not win the 7-star vote? Okay, I definitely think this could have played a little better, even for an average player. But you know, you're gonna see. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset about this gameplay. Like, what are you doing? You know, with you know, especially now the game is so terrible that I switched to being casual player. I've always considered myself an average player, even though I'm a valiant player. But I think a lot of it has to do with social media has influenced me to think that I'm an average player. But um, so like I said, this could have been played a little bit better. I'm just letting you know, I always run damage mastery in my pay to win account. So you're only gonna see Kate Bishop with damage mastery. She doesn't do well with damage mastery. There's another con when it comes to Kate Bishop. She is like doesn't do well with damage masteries. And you're gonna see that especially in Necropolis. But yep. So what else? Yeah, so I have all the gameplays. You can pretty much you could say this is ultimate game mode. I don't know what it's called. Ultimate showcase from a realistic gameplay from an average player. I don't think I will have that on the title of this video being a but it's going to be a realistic gameplay, you know, why she lost the 7-star vote. So I did get the solo Winter Soldier a minute and 28. That is that's pretty pathetic. So even with damage mastery, a minute and 28, that is pretty slow. I am, by the way, I did, you know, did run it better. My first time, but I had problem recording it. I don't know how many perfect release I had here. I wasn't really even paying attention, but here, as you can see, it's much better. I had about a 60% accuracy when it comes to the perfect release. So unfortunately, I don't know what happened with the recording. It wasn't like it was messing up. So there you go. So for the people that are saying like, "Oh, you suck, bro. 60%? That's not good." I mean, that's very good. I mean, I think if you can get it to 50%, that should be average, which makes sense. And I think about hitting the perfect release as like shooting a free throw. Okay? Shooting a free throw, it's almost like the same. If you practice enough, you're gonna get better shooting free throws. Obviously, if you play this game 24/7, you have nothing better to do with your life, then I can see that, you know, you could be very good with Kate Bishop. Okay? And somebody will disagree. No, it's not the same thing as shooting a free throw. Okay, if you don't agree, it's like shooting a free throw. How many times do you think in a row is a record for shooting a free throw? Let me know. Pause the video, comment. What do you think the record is for the most free throw consecutive shots? Let me know. Okay. So what do you think? So if you think it's less than 100, then that really tells you you need to go touch grass. Okay, you need to go outside, go play some basketball. It you need to touch grass. Okay, if you think it's easier to hit the perfect release with Kate Bishop than it is shooting a free throw, you should go outside and touch grass. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Okay, so so for me, like I mentioned, with cash very little practice, I can probably get it about 50% when it comes to the free throw line. With very little practice, and same thing with Kate Bishop. With little practice, I can get about 50% when it comes to a perfect release. And with obviously with more practice, I can get better. And pretty much everything in life is. Let me just show you what the record is, by the way. So that's the record. 5,221 is the record for the most consecutive free throws made. Do you think you could hit a perfect release over 5,000 times? Ask yourself that. So if you actually believe that hitting the perfect release with Kate Bishop is easier than making a free throw, then you really should go touch grass. It's a really good life lesson for you to think about. So let's go back to the game. Also, if you don't agree, more if this doesn't convince you, I don't know what will, but what else? As you can see, we're here with Kate Bishop. Okay, well, let's look at her attributes. If you don't believe me that she's not easy to use, look at Kabam. Ease of use, 1.5. Okay, for those people that don't think that Kate Bishop is easy to use, I do agree with ease of use being 1.5. I completely disagree with her survivability. She has no regen, no immunity, so it doesn't really make sense why it's 4 out of 5. Utility wise, I can definitely I'll be okay with 4 out of 5. That seems fair. Uh, what else? The Defender strength doesn't really matter to me, but let's talk about ease of use and damage, which is the most uh, controversy for sure when it comes to Kate Bishop. Uh, I'm okay. I agree with the ease of use being 1.5, but I don't agree with the damage being 2.5. I think, if you can play Kate perfectly, her damage is at least a 4. Okay? At least a 4. And I would say even at least a 4.5 if you're against helpful with 5.6 million health or bigger. Like Necropolis helpful. I think if you can play perfectly, her damage is at least 4.5, assuming you can hit all the perfect release and stuff. So yeah, I don't agree. I mean, if like ease of use was like 4, then it would make sense that her damage is 2.5. Like you saw me playing earlier, like I would definitely say the ease of use would be 4, if not even 4.5. But then that would make sense for her damage to be 2.5. What am I, just in case you missed it or skip ahead, let me just show you. So here I don't remember getting a perfect release. So if I don't get a perfect release, yeah, then you could even say that her ease of use is 4.5. Okay, like you pretty much ignore perfect release. So there you go. I made it in 28 for 6 star. This is not ascended, but this is with damage mastery, okay? Without synergy though. I made it in 28. That to me is the 2.5 for a 6 star rank 5 with damage mastery. Okay, when it comes to her damage. But then each of you should be at least a 4. So it doesn't really make sense to me. Her ease of use is 1.5 and her damage is only 2.5. I think if her ease of use is 1.5, which I'm okay with, which I agree, then her damage should be at least a 4. Okay, and then if her ease of use was like a 4, at least a 4, then I would agree with the 2.5 damage. But as you can see here from the gameplay. So if you're thinking, damn, you suck at this game, and uh, I'm going to show you how beginner is, how a beginner would play Kate Bishop. Okay, this is pretty much how a beginner will play Kate Bishop. So I'll be using auto fight. So I might skip it ahead of time. I would say, obviously, if I'm not running damage mastery, this might have been a solo. And this was only my first time as well. So this is without synergy as well and without boost. But you could see a difference, okay, when it comes to how an average player like myself uses Kate Bishop and how how a beginner would use Kate Bishop. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you know Kate Bishop ahead of time. Kate Bishop does not solo this, and really, you know, most people play this game like me, or like an average player or a beginner. Okay, like what you see now. Okay, you might like disagree. That's fine. You have your own opinion, but you know that's why she lost the 7-star vote, because most people play like the way you see now with auto fight, or as an average player like myself, what you saw earlier. Okay, could have been maybe a little bit better, but you're not gonna see like MSD gameplay from or Allison gameplay when it comes to Kate Bishop. It's just not realistic. Okay, this is just a fact. You can hate it or you can hate it. You can disagree. That's fine, but that's just a fact. Most people will not know how to use Kate, and or perfectly at least, and that's why she lost the 7-star vote. So we can. It's almost over. So I guess we can just fast forward it. Come on, Kate Bishop, let's go. I mean, I already told you she's not gonna make it. Again, this is only my first attempt. Maybe with better RNG and without damage mastery, she could probably have solo this. This is a rank 5 6-star, by the way. I mean, I have 4 stars. Yes, with synergies and but that can solo Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. so so if you're wondering if I suck at this game, take a look at how a beginner would play Kate Bishop. So I am in Labyrinth of Legends. The health pool is not that high, but I think this health pool, anything one more than 1.5 million health, you could kind of see her damage more if you can play her perfectly. Obviously, I can't. As an average player, that's not won't be the case here. But I pretty much maxed that. I'm running boost. I think I I believe I am running boost. Let me just see again. See, I have the white Magneto free fight. I am running boost, as you can see, 20 the 15% attack boost. I have America Chavez synergy. I got the Deadpool, so I don't, I get that bleed out of me, and as well as regen a little bit of health as well in the beginning of the fight. So this is me playing it manually. I believe that's what it's called. If you do it by yourself, of course, it's not gonna be perfect gameplay. I do have, I'll hit some perfect release, but like I mentioned earlier, I think especially now being a casual player, like which most people are when that plays this game, I think are just gonna not gonna be playing well with Kate Bishop. I think if you can hit her perfect release, like 50% accuracy, then that's just pretty standard. Okay, you're not gonna see MSD or Allison gameplay from most people. That's just a fact. You can live in social media and believe that and thinking that she's easy to use. That's fine. That's up to you. But that's just not realistic. That's not reality of the the people that play this game. And like again, this is why she lost the 7-star vote. She's not damage mastery friendly. Okay, you see that? I got a perfect release there. So I I understand if you don't run damage mastery. I know some people don't run damage mastery, but my pay to win account, even my one of my free to play account, I run damage mastery as well, because I don't see the reason why not. Because the faster you can beat opponent, why not, right? The more attack, the faster you can beat opponent. So why not have damage mastery? So and everything you see is with damage mastery, and it's still not very good time, by the way, because she's just not easy to use for the average players at least. So uh, let's just move forward, and you can see how long it took me. I did get some perfect release. I do have a perfect release right now as well. Ooh, two perfect release. God, am I the best player in the game? Did I say I'm an average player? Dude, I'm the best player in the world. What are you talking about? Okay, you didn't see that. All right, let's just move forward. So I did get the solo, so which is pretty good. You could solo, 1.5 million health, Labyrinth of Legend. You know, uh, you're definitely not a beginner. I would say you could be considered as an average player if you can get a solo in Labyrinth of Legend, especially just with a rank 5 not ascended. I am boosted, of course, with full synergy, but that's pretty good. 253 for just over 1.5 million health. It's that's how why I say I think that's why you could see why her damage is 2.5 if you don't know how to use her perfectly. I can understand that, but then ease of use has to be at least a 4, I think. But 2.253 is terrible. Like there's 4 stars that can do it faster than that. There's like 6 stars that can do it like 3 times faster than this. So yeah, this is not really that great, I would say. I know there are people that have soloed this fight with Kate Bishop. Again, I want to remind you, I'm not ascended, and ascension is really tough to come by, especially if you're valiant. I don't know, but they're really more focused on 7 stars if you're valiant, so it's really hard to get ascension nowadays. But it's a lot easier to take champions to rank 5. I will not be ascending Kate Bishop because, as you can see, she's just not my type of champion that I want to use. She's not damage mastery friendly. She's not average player friendly. Obviously, she's not beginner player friendly as well. So, uh, again, she's not great with damage mastery, especially in Necropolis. So why am I running damage mastery? Because I always run damage mastery in my pay to win account. But we're not gonna be focused on the on that she can solo this. She cannot solo this with damage mastery. I don't care if you're MSD. You're not gonna solo this fight with the rank 5 not ascended Kate Bishop. Even with a 15% attack boost and full synergy, as you could see, I have. Uh, so it is what it is. It is unfortunate, but let's just main focus is looking at the time and look at how much percentage I was able to take her down, because we want to look at how much damage she can do. And really, this is pretty much her, like, what, 8 million plus helpful. The higher the helpful, the better for her if you can play her perfectly, because she can just keep, her degen or whatever, the cold snap can go up to what, at least 20,000 per tick, maybe even upwards of 50,000 tick per second when it comes to her cold snap. If you're running America Chavez as well, and you have her like fully ramped up, I think it can go up to like 50k per second when it comes to her damage over time, or whatever it's called, when it comes to her frozen thing. So this is actually one of the one of my best gameplay. I did try it again. I'm not sure why, but I did try it again just to see if I can get a better time. But no, this is the better one. So as you can see here, 2 minutes. So how much damage I did in 2 minutes? Keep in mind, if you're running without damage mastery, your health, your damage would be less. So I did 200, just what, 402,000 damage, just to be exact, in 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, as an average player, she's just not that great. I mean, this is supposed to be her best matchup when it comes to K Bishop, like the larger the health pools. But as an average player, it's not that great. And you can see here, this is the second attempt. It's even worse. I only got her 3%. I barely last over a minute against Titania. So let's look at. I know these are with synergies. Let's look at some gameplay comparing her to someone who's much better than her. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna compare Kate Bishop to a champion that is broken. I mean, balance. Yeah, completely balanced. Yeah, when it comes to Mr. Sinister, is it fair to compare uh, Kate Bishop to Mr. Sinister, who is broken? I mean, balance. I guess you can argue that's not fair comparison. Like Kate Bishop is nowhere near as good as Mr. Sinister. You know, like before he got nerfed, I think without a doubt best champion in the game. Okay, then he got nerfed. I still think, and the fact that his regen from his signature ability still doesn't work, I still think he's the best champion for beginners. Okay, or average players, average players and beginners, because he's just so much easier to use than Kate Bishop. Okay, he just hold parry, hold heavy. I mean, it's so simple, and he does insane damage. Okay, keep in mind this is a 3-star, by the way. So let's see. We're gonna compare uh, Mr. Sinister, the best champion in the game. I guess it's really not fair. I mean, I keep saying it's not a fair comparison, I guess, because you're looking at the best champion in the game compared to who's a good champion. Don't get me wrong, if you know how to use her when it comes to Kate Bishop. But I'm just giving you guys a comparison, how good she is, how good Miss um how she fares against the best champions in the game at least. So 43 seconds. So let's see. That was a 3-star, by the way. Okay, rank 4, 3-star, and I believe this is a 4-star, rank 5. Okay, this is the, what do you call this? I forgot, but this is without synergy, without boost. This is just like these are champions I have. You know, the practice mode, basically. So look at that. This is a 4-star, by the way. I think it's a rank 4, if not a rank 5, 4-star, not ascended. So really, it just kind of shows you like, and you see that like Mr. Sinister soloed this as a 3-star, rank 4, and this is at least a 4-star, rank 4, if not a rank 5. Okay, it's just look at that. I mean, another one. I keep trying and I keep losing. You know, like this is with class advantage as well. Mr. Sinister had look. This again, when it comes to Mr. Sinister, I know it's not a comparison. This is a 3-star with 0 charges. Okay, like, and without cosmic boost as well. Like he can triple his damage with 10 charges. Okay, this is just like basically like the base attack of Mr. Sinister. Like this is without Apocalypse synergy. This is without any cosmic charge. I mean, with 0 charges. Okay, he was able to solo this 6-star, rank 5 ascended silk. Okay, and Kate Bishop with class advantage, nothing. She just, I don't want to say she sucked, but I think she's just not a, you know, she's just not good for average players. I mean, it's a fact, dude. I mean, I tried many times. I think I started with a rank 3, a rank 2, 4-star. I couldn't solo it. Then I was like, I need to rank her up to rank 3 as a 4-star. I still wasn't able to solo it. I think this is at least a 4-star, rank 4, if not a rank 5. I guess we can maybe take a look at it later. But I'm pretty no, this is a rank 4, I think, because yeah, it is a rank 4. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's a rank 5. It's definitely not ascended. So she just, she doesn't do well when it comes to, you know. Okay, another one. She has no immunities, no regen. Keep in mind, this is a little bit better gameplay for sure. Um, this is a 4-star. No, this is a rank 5, I believe. Is it? Yeah, this is a rank 5. This is a rank 5, 4-star. Um, so she just, she does get the solo, and we can compare the health wise too. But really, if we look at just the time, 21 seconds. This is a 4-star with with class advantage. By the way, 4-star, rank 5 with class advantage. This is now. Let me just show you, Mr. Sinister, who's completely quotation mark balance. All right, wink, wink, balance. uh, so this is a 3-star with less than half the attack of Kate Bishop. Okay, 3-star, rank 4. Okay, 3-star, rank 4. Let's just see. Let's see how much. Let's see how fast he did it. Okay, with more health, same time, 21 seconds. Okay, just there's just no comparison. Kate Bishop does when you compare Kate, that's why she lost the 7-star belt. I don't know, like sound a broken record. So this is one. Okay, let's start her. We gotta save the best for last, of course. We're gonna try her incursion. So this is actually one of my best fights. This is what over 600,000 health. But keep in mind, this is incursion. She has class advantage, and I think I'm running boost as well. I think I showed it in the beginning. Where I'm running damage boost, and this is pretty much close to perfect gameplay. I think. Some yeah, I don't know if it's perfect, but it's close to perfect gameplay. Did nope. Yep, got the perfect release. What else? Another perfect release. Who is this? MSD? No, this is not MSD. This not. I can swear to you, that was not MSD gameplay. So 26 for 600k health. That's not bad. This is pretty much close to perfect as gameplay as you can get. But this is incursion, and he has class advantage. I am running boost, but this is one of them. Like another, the weakness really just slowed her down big time. Even with less health right here, you'll see how long it takes. I think she does manage to solo this because of my hacks. Of course, that without the hacks, she wasn't able to solo this. But the weakness debuff is just a really big problem for her. When it comes to Mr. Sinister, weakness debuff, she just the fact that Mr. Sinister has the ability to ignore to has 100% reduced ability accuracy on the opponent, pretty much similar to Quake. Uh, he like it doesn't exist. That weakness debuff doesn't exist for Mr. Sinister. So I did manage to solo this, but it wasn't like it was very slow. This is incursion with hacks, by the way. And this is on rank 5 as well. So uh, I don't even think I got hit. No, I definitely got hit because I remember my second chance hack kicked in later on, but it really slows you down with the weakness. And really, it's not just Kate Bishop. To be fair, it's all so many champions in the game, and But when it comes to like comparing it, see like Mr. Sinister right there, he can block that, okay, because he can block unblockable special attacks against non-tech. There you go, the second chance triggered. I do manage to. I do think I got the solo here. Did I? Do I get a perfect release? Nope. Okay. Let's see. I think I get it here. Nope. But yeah, I did get the solo, but you can see how long that took with less than 600,000 health. Not very, a minute and 23, 83 seconds. That's not very good. Okay. With just a weakness debuff. So here as well, I am running boost as you can see. Do I show the hack? Yeah, this is the boss. This is flag line special one. Special is actually will help her because you really just want to spam special one. But the problem with her again, that's why she lost the 7-star vote. She has no regen, no immunities, and thanks to Mystic Fury and Death Flex Force, she's able to regen a little bit of health and get rid of the bleed, which pretty much would have knocked her out. So I don't just spoiler alert, I don't get to solo this, but this is not even like this is just barely starting when it comes to incursion, okay? And I wasn't able to solo it. So she's just not that great, I think, especially for average players when it comes to incursion, and especially comparing her to Mr. Sinister. So in incursion, so yeah, it is what it is. She's just not that great for average players. I don't know what else to say. Let me know what do you guys think. Thank you.